Kangana drops by Hrithik's new pad. Sonam and Anushka react to the AIB video. Ajay wastes 16 crores on SHIVAAY. Ranbir turns down Chitrangada's offer. Hi guys, I'm Mia and welcome to a brand new episode of 9XE The Show.
I'm hot, you're not, I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar. 9XE.
Last year, Hrithik Roshan and Suzanne Khan divorced each other. Since then, many have speculated about Hrithik's newfound single status. It's no secret that Hrithik's quite the catch, and any friendship he has with the heroines is talked about. Recently, he has been linked with his Krish 3 co-star Kangana Ranaut. The latest buzz is Kangana dropped by his new home right before he left for Bhuj to shoot for Ashutosh Gowarkar's Mohenjo-Daro. As far as we are concerned, it could have been a very innocent meeting. After all, you'd want to celebrate with friends when you get a brand new home. Right, Hrithik? And it's not only these two who have reason to celebrate. Anushka Sharma too is in a celebratory mood. After all, her trailer for NH10 is getting rave reviews. The only glitch is that Team India is not a favorite to win the Cricket World Cup 2015 coming up in Australia and New Zealand. But who knows, her boyfriend Virat Kohli might pull a rabbit from his hat and bring the cup home. So that puts her in quite a fun mood. So when she was asked at the NH10's trailer launch if she'd like to join the long list of celebrities wishing Team India all the best, she said,
do I want to wish Team India? I'll wish them. I have other means of wishing them
even
also.
I wish Team India.
What other means?
Phone number hai main kar dungi. Thank you.
Oh, that's a smart woman right there. But between her hectic schedule and BCCI's rules of not allowing cricketers' girlfriends to meet them, will she be present to cheer on Team India and Virat?
No, because we'll be promoting the film. So I'll be here. If I go, you'll see me there.
See, we did tell you she is a smart woman. And playing it smart is Aishwarya Rai Bachchan as well. Aishwarya has begun shooting for her comeback film Sanjay Gupta's Jazba. And while many of us are super excited that we'll soon see her on screen again, behind the scenes she has been quietly securing her place in the industry once again. 9XE The Show has it that Aishwarya has asked for a share in Jazba's profits subject to realization, and Sanjay has agreed. The profit-sharing model is common among the male actors, so it's good to see the women staking their claim on this trend too. But this is not the first time that Aishwarya has asked for such a share. For those of you who have come in late, she first raised the issue with Madhur Bhandarkar when he cast her in Heroine. However, she got pregnant and eventually that film went to Kareena Kapoor. Now, no one knows for sure if Kareena and Madhur too had a profit-sharing arrangement. But one thing is certain, Aishwarya is finally having her cake and eating it too. Abhishek Bachchan is on a high. His comic antics were appreciated in Happy New Year, and now his wife, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, is all set to make a comeback. We pinned him down for a chat.
I think it's a very healthy trend if actors are getting more and more involved in sports. मैं ये भी चाहता था जब मैंने कबड्डी की शुरुआत की थी और फिर फुटबॉल में आया कि अगर हमारी वजह से if we can try and help popularize the sport in India, I think that's very good. If today in India it takes a celebrity to maybe shine extra light on a particular cause or a sport, why not? I think it's all for the good. The Indian film industry is not just using its clout, its experience and its ability to just further themselves. They're doing it to help some in fields of sports, or be it in fashion or whatever. I think it's a very healthy thing to happen. My wife actually gave me a present in 2011 and took me to the All-Star Weekend in LA. Being in boarding school, it was lights out at 9:30 and we used to break bounds and jump limits and go out to a restaurant that had the NBA playing in the middle of the night. being caught and busted many times and punished. I had the honor of meeting Cedric Ceballos, who was LA Laker. I'm a LA Laker fan. So, and I remember I got punished because I went to see him win the slam dunk competition. I think it was '93, if I'm not mistaken, that he won. And when I met him a couple of weeks ago in Chennai, I told him, and it was just fantastic. I'm a very outdoor kind of a person. I'm not what you call a gym rat. I don't like to be in the gym all the time. I'd much rather get out into a garden, play a sport, go out, shoot some hoops, play some football. I think that's what I prefer. In all humility, for me, he's the greatest voice on earth, and to hear him commenting on a match should be a lot of fun. And I've seen some of the rehearsals they've been doing, because if you know Dad, he's prepping for everything. So he's been working hard, and he's very nervous, but I think it'll be very exciting.
Now moving on to our next story. Ritesh Sidhwani and Farhan's company Excel Entertainment will bring the fresh pairing of Siddharth Malhotra and Katrina Kaif on the silver screen. The grapevine is that the two are on board for a sci-fi film about time travel to be directed by debutante director Nitya Mehra. And did you know that neither of the two was the original choice? For the hero, first Amir Khan was approached, and though he liked the script, Money Matters played spoilsport. Then Hrithik Roshan's name was thrown in, but with all the turmoil going on last year in his personal life, he kept delaying his response to friend Farhan. For the female lead, Deepika Padukone had been considered. But now looks like Siddharth and Katrina will be paired opposite each other. Must say that after working with the Khans and Akshay Kumar, Katrina sure is looking at working with younger heroes like Aditya Roy Kapoor in Fitur. Coming up, Bollywood speaks up about the controversial AIB video. Priyanka keeps Madhur hanging. Welcome back to 9XE, the show where we get you the freshest stories from Bollywood. And right now, the talk of the town is the AIB knockout video featuring Karan Johar, Arjun Kapoor and Ranbir Singh. Last episode, we told you what the common folk thought about the use of foul language and controversial comments in the video. So this time, we went to Bollywood to ask them what they think about it. After all, they are part of the same industry as those roasted at the event. If you ask us, it's the cool response from a few actresses who are a target of the roast that pleasantly surprised us.
As such, it was in good humor according to me. It was just not supposed to be and meant to be taken very seriously. That's the way I look at it. बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ा बनाया जा रहा है इस issue को, and it's not needed. There are far more important things that people can be dealing and fighting for at this moment. I don't think this is even like that much of it. So really, like,
I love the comments that AIB already made. See, it doesn't matter what the content is. People should be allowed to put out anything that they want out there. There shouldn't, I don't believe in censorship, to be very honest.
Then there were those that just didn't get what the big deal was. But we were glad that, in a way, society was forced to face its hypocritical side.
If you can use a bad word, if as friends, if you're going to be using bad words, and you're quite okay with that, it's fun and everything, you shouldn't be imprisoned for it. You're not going to be imprisoned for that, no? So why imprison somebody who's having fun? Or why do you make that illegal? Not to do it on video. They're having fun. They're not abusing anybody else.
I don't see what is the controversy actually. I saw the program. I thought it was pretty okay, and I wasn't at all offended or anything. They were just having fun.
I am just very proud of the fact that they've broken all cliches and norms, and moved ahead. They've opened the lid to a hypocritical society.
मैं हंस के पागल हो गया, लेकिन काफ़ी वल्गर था, काफ़ी बहुत. But it's got its perks, you know what I mean?
I firmly believe, because that is the way I've been brought up, that if you are going to be a celebrity, then you're going to be setting an example. So you should do what you think according to you, and your principles and morals is correct for you. And like I said, everybody has their own approach, and it's a free country, it's a democracy. You're allowed to think whatever you want. This is my personal, very personal opinion.
But part of the film industry thought that the video crossed a few lines and was not keeping in with Indian culture. And some even took the video a little too personally.
I've not seen it and I do not want to comment on something that I wasn't a part of.
एक सीमा ज़रूर होनी चाहिए. अगर किसी भी चीज़ को ज़रूरत है तो उस ज़रूरत को पूरा किया जाए, लेकिन किसी भी चीज़ को सिर्फ जो है अगर फ़न के लिए अगर उसको किया जाए तो मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ी ज़्यादती होगी सोसाइटी के साथ.
हमारा देश, हमारे संस्कार, हमारी संस्कृति हमारी है, तो हमें कोशिश करना चाहिए कि हम उसको प्रिजर्व करें.
बिल्कुल, भारतीय संस्कृति के हिसाब से काफ़ी हम लोग खुल गए हैं, मजाक भी होती है, पर जैसा कि कहा कि संस्कृति का, समाज का थोड़ा तो ख्याल रखना पड़ेगा.
While some from the industry were willing to express their opinion, a few others took the safe route and said they hadn't watched the video or that they had no comment. This in a time when the video has gone viral.
जब देखा नहीं तो क्या रिएक्ट करेंगे?
नहीं, मैंने देखा नहीं है तो इस पर मेरे लिए उस पर कमेंट करना मुश्किल होगा.
वो मैंने देखा नहीं है तो मैं बोल नहीं सकता उसके बारे में. सुना
मेरा ये कहना कि मैं देखा ही नहीं, मैं कमेंट क्या करूं? एक तो देखना चाहिए कि मैं कुछ मालूम ही नहीं है इसके बारे में, मैं देख लूं उसके बाद मैं ज़रूर कमेंट कर दूंगा, बट पहले देखना है मुझे.
नो कमेंट्स.
But despite some literally walking away from the question, there was a rather simple perspective on the issue.
If you don't like the content, don't watch it.
So I guess just like the rest of us, Bollywood has some strong opinions on the controversy. Now moving on to our next story, it's no big secret that Priyanka Chopra is one of Bollywood's biggest stars, and she has slowly been trying to capture the entertainment industry in the West too. Like 9XE, the show told you a few episodes ago, Priyanka has signed a deal with one of America's leading networks for a whopping 21 crores. That's 21 crores in case you missed it. Now, I'm sure Priyanka's well-wishers are super kicked about a new chapter in her career, but for the people she works with, this only means delays in projects. Priyanka had delayed starting work on her home production, Madam G, to be directed by Madhur Bhandarkar. Now she has pushed that date further down the line.
Yes, we've delayed Madam G, but not because of the project. That I signed a year ago. Bajirao got delayed a little bit, because of which Madam G's schedule became just about 10 days. And then I was anyway going to LA, but then it would have been a big gap of 3 months before I could come back and do the film. So we took a collective decision to start the film start to finish.
And what is she doing instead? After she is done with her US assignment, which is a talk show, she has decided to do Prakash Jha's Part 2 of Ganga Jal first. The film will not star Ajay Devgan as the harsh policeman, but will be a female-oriented film. Now, Priyanka seems like the perfect choice to play a take-no-prisoners character. After all, we've seen her kick some butt in Mary Kom. But we only wonder if delaying her own home production is a good idea. We mean, she does want to branch out, so what better way? Coming up, Ajay easily spent 16 crores on SHIVAAY. That's now on the back burner. Jacqueline Fernandez gets talking to us for Roy. Welcome back to 9XE, the show where we bring you news hot off the press. But right now, we bet Huma Qureshi is not feeling too hot about her style statement. Over the last year, we saw Huma's fashion evolve from frumpy to wow.
Check it out now.
In fact, most of the times we saw her, she was in something that made us sit up and take notice. So at a recent store launch, we kept a keen eye on what she was wearing. So she looks good here. The combination of the dotted sky blue top and that bright orange lower half looks lovely. We're not great fans of her new haircut, but that's a small issue. Overall, we'd say that she has brought her unique fashion to the event. Wait, what just happened? Gosh, that's a guest at the same event wearing the exact same dress as Huma. And dare we say she styled it much better than Huma. So much for Huma's unique sense of style. Ooh, we can imagine how Huma must have felt. She just probably wanted to leave the event really fast. From that fashion mix-up, let's talk about an actor whose career seems a little messed up right now. We're referring to Ajay Devgan. After Action Jackson flopped at the box office, Ajay went into a bit of a funk and now looks like he's sinking down further into it. This is because buzz is he has lost close to 16 crores thanks to his ambitious production SHIVAAY. As the director and producer, Ajay used the large amount for booking, shooting, locations, putting up sets, and finalizing actors. But now that he's coming off a failure, he has put plans of doing SHIVAAY on hold. Instead, he is doing the remake of the South film Drishyam to be directed by Nishikant Kamat and Milan Luthria's Badshah Ho. 9XE The Show has learned that Ajay is so paranoid about this dip in his career that he is taking no chances. It seems he has asked the makers of his next productions, whichever he had harbored ideas of, to revisit the scripts with a careful eye, and he is thinking hard whether he should go ahead with them or not. Looks like Ajay's indecisiveness is causing problems for newcomer Saisha Sehgal. Saisha, who is veteran actress Saira Banu's grandniece, was supposed to make her first splash in Bollywood opposite Ajay Devgan in SHIVAAY. But as we just told you, that film is not happening anytime soon. So poor Saisha will now be left with nothing much to do. After all, she turned down Remo D'Souza's film opposite Tiger Shroff for SHIVAAY. The film's producer Ekta Kapoor promptly signed Jacqueline Fernandez instead. And no prizes for guessing that Jacqueline is having the last laugh. By the way, Jacqueline has more reason to smile. Her film Roy is up for release. 9XE The Show met up with the Sri Lankan actress for a quick chat.
What's up, what's good and what's happening? My name is Vineet Kumar and I'm sitting here with someone who's raising the temperatures all over Bollywood, and even though you can't see it on my face, I'm very excited. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacqueline Fernandez.
You're sweating.
Yeah,
it
actually,
shows.
You
forgot what you're saying.
Yeah, you were Jacqueline, right? Yeah, anyways, moving on. So
Okay.
So I saw the trailer of Roy. It looks brilliant now. And also you play dual roles.
Yes.
So does that mean you get twice as much the attention and, you know, you can throw tantrums as much as you want, you know, twice as much?
No, actually, trust me, it doesn't work that way. They don't give you time at all. You just have to kind of like snap out of one character, go into the other. You know, we were very well prepared actually for this movie.
So it was kind of easy for you to actually switch?
It was, yeah. It was like literally like, okay, I'm playing two characters. I took it like I'm, you know, in two different movies. And this is my character for one movie, this is my character for the other movie. And did all my research and, you know, worked with Vicky on lines and character traits and stuff that we were going to use for each role. So once we kind of got to Malaysia, it was just clear, and, you know, we were really kind of prepared for it.
Also, there's this shot in the film where you're in the car but you're standing up with your hands up. So, according to the safety regulations of motor vehicles, you're a violation of 2885 and section 2995. What do you have to say about this?
Well,
the motor department wants to know.
Actually, yeah, they actually got me on camera. I was going to say they can't prove it, but they've got me on camera. So, well, that time actually, I can defend myself here because we actually had the local police there. We had the traffic police monitoring the shoot because they had to do a lockdown on the other side, so no other cars, so we didn't crash into any of the cars, so they actually locked down the road. And we played it very safe. We made sure that, you know, we had their support. And so...
Alright, and you play, one of your characters is Aisha, and she has an affair with Kabir, supposedly, and she's lucky number 23. So what does Aisha feel about this? Is she fine that 22 people have been there before her?
I don't think she'd be fine with... I don't think any girl would be fine with something like that.
But you still go for him, so what does he have? Is it that typewriter which he uses?
It could be. That's a big turtle. The fact he uses a typewriter. No, I think, you know, it's, that's an amazing aspect of his character. He uses a typewriter. It's a really, really cool thing. And no one really uses typewriters anymore. You know, he's a filmmaker and a writer. But Kabir, Arjun's character in the movie is intelligent. He's smart. He's witty. He's charming. And he's a very, very successful director. You know, so these are the kind of qualities that do make a woman go weak in the knees.
And where does Ranbir fit into all this? When does he come?
Ranbir's character, Roy, well, you know, it's a very twisted story. You know, Ranbir's character actually interacts more with Tia. who's the other character that I play. And, you know, she is the, you know, the type of girl who doesn't socialize. She likes being on her own. She's, you know, a lady of not many words. And, you know, everything changes for her when, you know, Roy comes into her life. And, you know, it's kind of the same for him too.
Also, what it has is good music. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes to talk about the music. First of all, Suraj Dubai is insane. It's making waves everywhere. Yeah. How does it feel for you whenever you go somewhere, you hear the song again and again and again, and you were part of this amazing song? So how does it feel for you?
Well, I was in the gym today and it was playing on TV and I got really excited and I was like, hey, Suraj Dubai. And everyone looked at me like I was like really weird, but I get excited. So it could play like 100 times in a day and I'd still be very excited because, you know, when you're part of this, you know, a song, especially a good song, obviously, you know, all the memories, you know, of shooting for that song and, you know, the fun that you guys had and, obviously then the fact that it's done really well, that kind of all adds up.
A major portion of the songs were shot in water, like even for the song Boon Boon.
Yes.
It's like you all decided to live in the swimming pool for some time.
Well,
how long were you all inside?
Oh, you have no idea. It was not an easy shoot at all. I mean, like, I think it's a little bit easier for Arjun because, you know, he was like in his swimming trunks and he's a good swimmer and he's, you know, got extremely good lung capacity because he was underwater for a really long time, which I was not able to do. And I was in this like dress, which I thought was light and flowy and going to be easy to swim in, but it got extremely heavy underwater. And I was like doing, paddling like a, you know, like a dog most of the time.
So half the time you see her is her trying to struggle for breath. She's like, oh, enough.
And then like the cameras go on and I'm just like, you know, like, I'm trying to breathe, but still look soft and cool and composed.
Now, is it true that Arjun Rampal likes to take off his t-shirt at any given chance? Is that true or not?
Well, he has a good body. Do you blame him?
Yeah, I don't blame him at all.
Exactly. Go get a six-pack.
It's on its way. It's actually, I have a t-shirt saying six-pack on its way.
Oh, amazing.
But nonetheless, thank you so much for joining us and take care.
Coming up, Ranbir turns down Chitrangada's film. And we're back from the break. This is 9XE the show. So last episode, we brought you Channing Tatum and Mila Kunis talking about their sci-fi film Jupiter Ascending. And now we've got their co-star Sean Bean talking about his love of sci-fi.
Just think that there's much more kind of opportunities to do something different, you know. There's not as many boundaries, and you can let your imagination run wild and invent, you know, a lot more freedom, I guess, and it's also fascinating being part of it and seeing a world that someone's created like this and all the different characters, and you think, where did that come from and how, and to kind of immerse yourself in that sometimes you can't do in kind of modern day dramas, even though they have qualities that, you know, I do enjoy. But I mean, it's to plunge yourself into something like this is, you know, it's exciting. It's like you don't know what's going to happen.
If Sean seems familiar, it's because he played Eddard Stark in the widely and wildly popular Game of Thrones series and Boromir in the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
I guess Lord of the Rings quite a lot, and Game of Thrones, I guess, because that's quite recent now. It's so current, yeah. But I guess I was only in the first series, but it's good to be remembered. But yeah, I guess it's them, and but kind of a lot of them are all. I guess they're all kind of sci-fi or kind of. What they call it, fantasy, kind of.
It's just so tragic that a guy as good looking as Sean Bean always ends up dying in all his films and series. Anyway, from that piece of Hollywood, let's move back to our good old Bollywood. So Shamitab released last Friday, and let's check in on the film's box office numbers to see if the unique pairing of Amitabh Bachchan and Dhanush worked.
What's up guys, I'm Nafisa Sharma and welcome to Bollywood Box Office. इस हफ्ते रिलीज हुई थी मूवी शमिताब. इसमें थे अमिताभ बच्चन, धनुष and Akshara Hassan, who happens to be the daughter of Kamal Hassan and sister of Shruti Hassan. Too many Hassans. Anyways, let's move on to the collection. On Friday, this movie collected 3.5 crores. On Saturday, this movie collected 4.25 crores. And on Sunday, this movie collected 5.25 crores. So the total collection for the opening movie for the movie Shamitab comes up to 13 crores, which means it was a good opening weekend for a movie essentially targeted at the multiplex audience. That's all from my side. See you guys. Bye.
Bollywood stepped out to chill and take some time out, and 9XE The Show's cameras were there to catch them off duty.
Hi guys, I'm Rahul and you're watching Wide Awake, where I catch celebrities in the nights of the guard. And right now I'm standing outside Olive, which is a lounge in Bandra, and I've got the news that Shamita Shetty, Shilpa Shetty and John Abraham are having a good time inside. Of course, they've not come together, but they've come in differently. So let's just wait it out and see what they're up to tonight. Come with me. Shilpa, how's your night?
Mind-blowing.
So that were the Shetty sisters, yes, Shamita and Shilpa, who were looking extremely gorgeous tonight. Also, we got a glimpse of John Abraham. That was it for Wide Awake tonight. I'm Rahul and I'm signing off.
Now for our next story, let's go back an episode. Last episode, 9XE The Show told you how Chitrangada Singh's attempt at an image makeover as an actress has failed to take off, and now we've got some more news about her. Buzz is that Chitrangada had approached Ranbir Kapoor for a film she's producing. Chitrangada has taken up the ambitious project of filming a biopic on Sandeep Singh, India's former hockey captain, and thought Ranbir would be perfect to play Sandeep. Ranbir, however, turned her down. Now, why would he refuse to do a biopic, which is the flavor of the season? The 32-year-old Ranbir thinks he's way too young to star in a sports film. What's the logic there, Ranbir? Agreed, you're a youth icon, but your reasoning makes little sense. Last time I checked, you had to be young and energetic to play a sportsman. Actually, we think Ranbir might be a few years late on essaying the role of a sportsman. After all, most sportsmen start playing professionally very young. So is Ranbir really waiting to hit his late 40s to run around the field hitting a ball? But just like Ranbir's looking for roles that are young and fresh, 9XE The Show will continue to bring you the freshest news from the world of entertainment. Till we meet on Friday, check out our website 9xe.com and our YouTube channel. Bye guys. Mwah.